welcome to our mini lesson on how to set up a document so that it is in an MLA format. We're going to be using Word, as Word seems to be one of the default word processors. So we're looking at Word now. This is a document on a PC. Okay? And depending on your version and your version of Word, your controls might be a little bit different, but for the most part, this will give you an idea of how to do things. As you can see on the screen, we have a rough draft, and it is about a page long, about 610 words. Okay. So the first thing I'm going to do is, as you know, in MLA, our margins need to be 1 inch all around. So to set this up, I'm going to click on my Layout menu item, and then Margins. And then I'm just going to put normal, which is 1 inch all around, top, left, bottom, and right. And as you can see, that instantly puts everything in the correct format. The second thing I'm going to do is I'm going to left justify my document. Now, I don't know if you can see this. If you look at the first paragraph, okay, you can see that both sides of the margin are squared. If you see that, that generally means that you're in full justification. Full justification is good for publications like in newspapers and magazines and such, where the column has to be accurate. And you can see how accurately straight both columns are. Again, fine for publications, not so fine for an MLA document because it stretches the line of text. Okay, and sometimes it messes with your spacing. So what I'm simply going to do is I'm going to click on up top here where it says these lines. This is a line left, and you can see it's defaulted into justified full. Okay, so I'm just going to click on left. Okay, and what happened immediately was I did not have everything selected, so I'm going to select all first, which is on the PC, Control A. On the Mac, it's Command A. So very similar. At any rate, it selects everything. Okay? And now I'm going to click left, align left. There we go. Okay? Now you'll notice the right margin is staggered because it's not stretching to end a straight margin. Okay? However, the left side is. Okay? And if you really wanted to, this is what centered looks like. Okay? This is what justified right looks like. Same thing, only on the right side. And then, as we said, full is both sides. Right? But we want left, so we click left. Right? So that's the second part. Okay. The third part, we want to center our title. So this is the exception. You'll select your title, and you'll come up here and you'll hit center. Okay. And there it is. Everything is justified left except for the title, which is now centered. Okay. And now we need to add our, as you can see, we have multiple pages now. We need to add our last name and page number to the header. The header is the space above the body. Okay, it's, in other words, it's the top margin, and for us, it's 1 inch. Okay, so we're going to insert header. Okay, and then we're going to say edit header. All right. This will bring our cursor to the top margin. Okay. First thing you're going to click is different first page. All right. Then you're going to scroll down to your second page header. Okay. And you're going to say insert page number. Okay. It's the same menu. It's the design menu. You're going to say top of page to the left, to the right. And there's the page number. Now we need our last name there too. So we're going to type the last name of this paper. Okay. And a dash. Just put a dash in a space. Okay. Now to get out of that header, you just hit escape. Okay. And as you can see, there's nothing on the first page because we said different first page. But on the second page is the last name and the page number. And it'll continue no matter how many pages you have. Okay. So that's how to set up the last name and the page number. Now, spacing, as you know, everything needs to be double spaced. Okay. Again, I'm going to do the global select all, Control A or Command A, and then I'm going to say paragraph, and I'm going to say double space. Okay. Now, while I'm in here, all right, make sure your spacing to the left of where it says line spacing. Make sure the before and the after are set to 0, not auto, but 0. Sometimes they'll default to after being 8, but you want to change it to 0. So 0, 0, and double. And then everything goes double space. Now, you may be looking at this thinking, well, your title is goofy, and it is. So there's an extra space in there. Now, it's all double spaced. Okay? This is what your document should look like. The body is double spaced. The title is double spaced between the header and the body, and the header itself is double spaced. And when we get into the works cited pages, they too will be double spaced. Okay? So you can see it pushed it to the third page because of the spacing, and look what it did to the name. It added a page, and it kept the format, last name and page number. Okay? Okay, so finally, we want to make sure we're using Times New Roman 12 point or something like that. So again, global select, Control A or Command A. Up top, just want to change your font to Times New Roman. Make sure it says 12. Okay. And that's it. You can see how my font changed its size. So that's basically it, folks. As you can see, we've made our margins 1 inch. We've left justified our document. Okay. We have centered the title. We have added our name and page number on every page. Okay. We learned how to do a separate first page. Okay. Now, the one thing it didn't change, I don't know if you can see this, the header is grayed out, but if you click on it, double click on it, it puts the cursor there. And you'll notice it didn't change fonts because it's in the header and we didn't have it selected. So now you kind of have to do a select all while you're in the header. Go back to your home tab and change it into the font and the size. Now it's changed, as you can see. And it will change it on every page as well. All right. Okay. That is it. Hope you have learned. You can rewind and watch this from the beginning and learn how to do the formatting. Have a great day.